What up, baby? Yeah, dude, it's been a minute. Sorry about that. But life happens. Work gets busy sometimes. But I haven't I think I looked at the market um Tuesday. Yesterday was Tuesday, right? Yeah. I think I looked at it yesterday. I still have to go over all of all of I think actually, how long has it been? I might have to go over all of the week before 4th of July. I remember I was looking at the chart Thursday, July 3rd. I don't think I ever made a video about that. But what I am going to do, I didn't trade at all the day that I looked at this week, which actually you can see it. Yeah, yesterday. So I didn't make any trades because I didn't see anything I liked. But I just want to ease us back in, you know? We need to, let's just go over today. Let's not make it a crazy video. Let's just go over today. I still feel pretty good. Maybe I haven't looked in a while, but that's fine. Sometimes you got to take a break. I didn't want to take a break. I just got swamped with work and stuff, and global collapse, etc. And we did make a little. I know we've been in a pretty decent uptrend, right? Yeah, Jesus Christ. Oh my God. Okay, I didn't realize it was this good. Since April, really? We've been going up for like 3 months. All right. I definitely had a buy in there that I would, pretend that I had held since, and just, pretend I was still holding it until now. And then I would do this, and then I would say I could have made $92,000 since April, but I'm not going to do that because that's crazy. But let's look at this. Let's look at what's going on here today. I feel pretty good. I've been getting motivated to like get back into it again, which is why I'm guys, you're always in the back of my mind. I'm always thinking about you. The zero of you that you watch my videos, I'm always thinking about you guys. And honestly, because I need to make more money. That's it. I need to make more fucking money. That's all it is. But why are we here? To make money. But let's not think about that too much. Let's just enjoy life. I finished the audiobook for Trading in the Zone for like the 4th time. I think it's kind of fitting because I started listening to that book like last year, around this time last year. I remember sweating on the way to work listening to that book. So I think it's kind of, I'm just trying to see if I can see how many times I've listened to it. I don't think so. No, but I would venture to guess between 4 and 5 times now. I think I'm going to keep listening to it because it's kind of like a series of mantras that like just continuously penetrate my brain, and you hear something different every time you listen to it. But at the same time, I think I should actually buy the book and read it because you process things differently But there are a couple of lists if you're like autistic like me and you don't like to fucking just if you're lazy and you don't want to read a book. I'm not saying that they're substitutes. Holy moly. I didn't know this happened today. I'm not saying these are substitutes for reading the book, but I think once you do read slash listen to the book, there are some core lists of ideas that this guy gives you. Jesus Christ. One is the there's like a list of 5 and a list of 7 here. 5 fundamental yeah. 5 fundamental truths of trading, 7. It's like truths of probabilistic thinking. But these are things I try to like think about all the time and like say to myself over and over again when I'm trading. It's just like I don't know what's gonna happen next. I'm just gonna try this. Consistency. I'm less familiar with this honestly, so I need to. But yeah, I just listen to it over and over again. And listening to that book, I was like, well, I need to be trading. I need to be looking at the charts again. And I know I keep saying I'm going to open up another account. I haven't drawn that. Because this could turn into an opportunity to go long. I haven't drawn in. I mean, this looks pretty bullish, right? And we've been in a bull trend for 3 months. So my hesitation would be that we're going to revert to a mean that's lower, like where the channel is. But this low is right above this big gap in volume right here. So I don't hate the idea of going long here. It could be just one of those runaway things that you're like, it has to go down, and then it doesn't go down. So like right here, I don't know if this honestly matters. I'm going to do it. I'm just going to do it. Just going to throw my hat in the ring, see what happens. Where's my target at? It's above where there's a node. There's a little bit of volume up there, but it's just. All right, so that's an L for us. Yeah. I don't even know if that was one that was like my gut is telling me no. That could have been a little bit of FOMO, honestly. Because there was this lower low, and like I said, we had made a big move up. So are we due for a move down? And it turns out we were. And it's still going, and I didn't realize that. Okay. I'm just gonna bounce out of there, disrespect that. I mean, these are all so small too, compared to the action that's happening right now. Just these lower lows are just like. And here we're getting to our bigger time frame demand zone. So if we. But I'm also curious if it comes down to here. Like the green line is making me think that, but also the bigger, this is the 4 hour, this is the 1 hour zone. So we might try to bounce out of here. I think if we break some highs here and then put in a higher low, we could be interested. That already broke through this little low. Let's just see if it breaks above the midline. And above this high, it did not. It's really pushing right here. It is funny. I just always think about this shit. Because it's the bee analogy that I've used before that turned out to be a myth.
Yeah.
With like bees aren't anatomically aerodynamic, but they don't know that, so they fly anyways. But that just turned out to not be true at all. They are aerodynamic. But I like the message, you know? And that the reason I thought of that is because of POC is still way up there.
Yep.
The reason I thought of that is because I drew this box at the beginning of this video, and that it crashed down. It kept crashing, and that happened to be where it stalled and reversed. And like, dude, I'm trying to not sound triggered. Oh, now we changed the POC. Oh, no, it's back up. Oh, it's back. I'm trying to not sound triggered right now. But it is like, it's just those memes, which I think are kind of funny, that are like, you know, you think you can draw lines on a chart and make money. And sometimes it just reacts at those areas because they're just areas of interest, right? I'm just rambling, dude. I'm just trying to pass the time. I'm beefing with my state select congressman or something. Somebody who's texting me unsolicitedly. And if people text you telling you to vote for them, you should beef with them too. Doesn't matter who it is. Doesn't matter what party you're a part of. You should beef with anybody who texts you at any time. So yeah, we're moving on. And now we're moving down. It's inactive something. Targets. This has made a good move up, so if it does bounce off of here, I think. I don't know. I don't know if that's a good place to go long. I don't see it happening for us today. That's what happened yesterday. It was like there were almost a couple of opportunities, but I just don't see it happening. Ding, ding, ding. It's just like not enough moves in the right direction, or when they do happen, like they happen too quick. They don't give you a chance. Not enough conviction in one direction. I mean, you see the sidewaysness. It'll be like, this is what happened on Tuesday. Like, you think you're getting a trend, and then it kind of turns into like, oh, is it going down? Nope, not really. It's going up. Oh, no, it's going down. And it like, essentially it's just sideways movement. Or a little bit of directionality, but just not enough to tell you what to do. This could have been okay. I don't like that it didn't when it came down this way. I don't like that it didn't close beneath these two. It just bounced back up. So like you see how wicky it is on either side. We want conviction, lad, because otherwise this is pretty good, right? But nay. Like I just looking at the deck. If you're getting confused, take a step back. Look at the deck. What am I supposed to make of this? It's kind of like middle heavy, but there is this big gap up here of volume, right? There's this point up here, so it's not exactly like it's just not top heavy, it's not bottom heavy. The green channel is indeed up. It's very up, but when we're looking to get in on a macro, it's just going sideways right now. So I'll take a step back and I'll look at that and say, I'm not clear enough on the price action to get in anywhere, to have it. Trend is your friend, right? If the trend is my friend and I need to back up and see what the greater trend is doing, and I can't discern right now what's happening, then I need to just be like, okay, I'm just going to sit out until I can tell what's happening, until I can decide who to be friends with. And now we're getting a little bit of movement that's making me think I should be friends with the bulls here. Okay. Point of control. It'd be nice if the point of control moved above VWAP, which is the purple line. But it just might not happen, and it just might take off without us, which it's been doing. Okay. Nice. I made it in the box. In case you're curious, I do need to start journaling again. I've really been slacking on my journaling. I had a pretty cool Google slideshow set up that had visuals of my trades. There's ups and downs to that because it's harder to track your overall performance, but I think what was missing from my spreadsheet tracking was that I just couldn't see what the setup looked like. You need to train your brain on what good setups look like, because you're not trading on a spreadsheet unless you trade the DOM. Then then just take a screenshot of the DOM. But I'm not trading on a spreadsheet. I'm not trading on the DOM. So I want to have screenshots of what the big picture looks like, what the setup looked like, what the volume profile looked like when I took the setup. That's what I need to get it locked in. And now whatever, something's happening. I don't give a fuck. It's 5:15, 4. Okay. So probably just should have stayed out. That's fine. We took an L. That's an 18-point loss. Pretty small in the grand scheme of things. And you can see yesterday, we'll just take a look at it now. I drew everything out so you can kind of see what I was talking about. It was, here we go. The trend was the green channel was up from 1801. We came into the day very bullish. And I was thinking we're either going to bounce out of the bottom of the channel and keep going lower, or we're going to crawl back into the channel and keep going higher. But we kind of We crawl back into the channel and then just didn't really go higher. And you can see how much it flattened out from, you see how much the uptrend is here. And when it is here, you see you hit the top of the channel a couple times and then it starts to like peter off. It doesn't go much higher. It makes an attempt to go higher and it fails. So you can just see that there wasn't a clear trend on the macro. Like you went up a little bit, you broke lows, you broke a high, you broke a low. You made a new lower, higher low, you broke a major high, then you broke a few lows, you didn't break any more highs, you broke another low. You see what I'm saying? It's just like bop, 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 bop. And like sideways movement isn't always perfectly like bing bong, bing bong, bing bong. It's not always like that. Sometimes it looks like this. And that's why it's like if you're confused, if you think you might get faked out, that's why I just stayed out. I didn't draw any trades that day. Yesterday. This has gone on too long.